So I want to ask you now, Kristen, about stamp duty, land tax, another tax we can talk about,
Yes.
which has been brought in to make us pay more money out when we're investing in property.
Yes.
What's your understanding of the changes and your opinions on them too?
Yeah, so as you say, it's another way of raising revenue effectively. It was brought in, I think, to try to stem a little bit of the flow of property that was being bought by investors rather than individuals for homes. You can argue the pros and cons of that, till you're blue in the face, really.
Yeah.
But now you have to pay this extra 3% on every band of property. So at the moment, if you buy a single residential property under 125,000, you wouldn't pay any stamp duty, land tax, and then obviously it scales up. The more expensive the property, the more that you will pay. What's been brought in for second or subsequent properties is a 3% increase on all of those bands, which means even if you're buying a property under that 125,000, you still have to pay the 3% stamp duty, land tax. The only way you don't is actually if that property costs less than £40,000. Good luck buying one of those. But for those people who are willing to renovate in a big way, that might work. But
if there's anything left at 40,000 in the world,
in the entire UK, and certainly I don't think you'd find it in Manchester, and you definitely would struggle around where I live. But anyway, so it's a 3% tax basically on top of your purchase price. Slightly different for those who are buying residential property and intend to sell one on fairly quickly after that. But this is a focus on landlords and property investors.
Yeah. So I know some of the changes in tax and stamp duty and things like that, there's some differences dependent on where you are in the UK, and I know you wanted to point this out just in case anyone's watching and they perhaps are in Scotland or somewhere else.
Yes, absolutely. So basically anybody who's listening who's from Scotland, theirs is totally different. Yeah, ignore everything that I've just said. The process of buying a house is very different north of the border, and the way of calculating well, actually, we don't even call it stamp duty in Scotland. There is a tax to pay on property that you buy north of the border, but the extra 3% and the bandings that we fall into here is for England, Wales, and Northern Ireland.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you for watching this video. If you like this content and you'd like to join our free online property training course, we've got a link for it on this page. And in there we cover a range of different property strategies to help you get started, either building a long-term property portfolio or creating a cash-flowing property business. We also look at ways to increase your return on investment with any of the property you're maybe considering. And we also have a couple of cheat sheets and downloadable documents in there as well. Simply click on the link to join the free training course today.